Hello. My name again is Mary Wato Akayando. Today is the second. Don't mind about my hair. We home. No one is going out, as everybody knows. So my hair have not been done. I'll try to do my hair later. So today we're talking about the second part of this thing called marriage, and you can hear the noise behind. It's my son. Everywhere is scattering. It's a little child playing around. So we're going to jump into it. We're going to talk about this thing called marriage, the second part of this thing called marriage. So join me and let's enjoy. We are the man because neck is my neck. The man is the head. So we are very influential. We decide which direction the head is going. It's logical. So as a woman, we have a lot of powers that we don't even know. We have a lot of influence over the man. Sometimes we don't even know. Politely, even though he's the head, we can decide where he's going to, how he's looking, by praying for him, by standing with him, by encouraging him, by trying to make the best out of him. I always didn't appreciate marriage. As I used to say, I didn't want to get married, but two people made me get to be interested. I'm Christian. When I saw my brother, when I saw one other Pastor Gweme Sandy wife, and I decided that I was going to make the best out of my marriage. If I get married, I was going to try not to divorce, because my lineage, where I come from, the women divorce is a norm. So I know there is a case there. So I know it's difficult. Sometimes we have to ask God to give us the grace. You come from the family, you have to know your family background. You have to know where the man is coming from in his men in their family. How do they treat women? How do they behave? You know all those weaknesses and strength about them. Then you can know how to treat your husband rather than start being judgmental. All those things I wanted to know. I wanted to know how to pray, even how to pray for my kids, how to tackle them out, how to tell God what I want, how to treat him, how to become a better person. I wanted the best out of it. So we have to, my marriage has its ups and downs also. We have our moment that we are happy. We have our own problems as a marriage couple also. We also, so there is no marriage without difference. If somebody tell you that, I met this lady who told me that my husband and I will be married for 17 years and we never have any differences. That's a lie. Two people, there's always, every marriage, just that some people go overboard. Then you fighting physically, you insulting each other, you bullying each other. So that makes it become abusive. That makes the marriage not even again. What can I say? Not even, that's a no-go area. So marriage is a very beautiful thing that if we communicate, we are going to be very happy and appreciative. I also come across this I also have this question that was thrown, many questions was thrown on me. That's why I said this is going to be a series because it's going to be long. I was asked that about how can I be a good wife, or how can I be a good husband to someone who does not appreciate, to somebody who always query, a nagging wife, or a husband who is always judgmental, who always see my wrong, to a wife that little thing I do, she is going to nag, and we always forcing. I want to tell you that if you're in that type of relationship, if two does not agree, they cannot fight. I know this principle. And then if your husband, because even before I got married, I fight with my eldest brother, my immediate elder brother. He's of late. I fight, physical fighting. He was bigger and taller than me. Although I have a disability of scoliosis, I wasn't afraid. I would fight with him, and he would beat me so good. He would take me at time and whip me on the floor, where my mouth would not be quiet. I want to, little thing you say to me, don't be talking to me. My mouth, it was like a weapon passing. As I get older, I make a decision, and I told God that my brother will be the last person ever query it, and the last man that will ever hit me. It means that I will do my power. While I pray to God, I will do every way that my husband will never have any reason to lay his fingers on me. That does not make me perfect, which means that if my husband wants to fight me, I'm not fighting. If my husband wants to query with me, no query. I know it's difficult for somebody to smash your food, for example, and he refuses to say sorry. That's it. It's a lot. Even sorry and thank you very much, that creates a lot of issues. That's another point that many people have been asking about, sorry and thank you. I'm coming to that point. But if two does not agree, how can you live together? So if your husband hits you, for example, physically, and you don't respond, you will not have the energy to go on again. If your husband bring query, or your wife, you sit quiet. After that matter, you ask him, dear, is that really what comes out from your mouth? You or she? So you that you ask me that you do maybe all that fighting and everything. Just use this, and you're going to tell me later on that it works for you. Apart from that, prayer is the most important thing. We have to pray for our husband. I was told by one of the pastors that if you pray for your partner 30 minutes every day, divorce is not going to be an option. I tried to do that. I was faithful before. Truly, I've not really been faithful on that particular topic. I need to go back on it. He told me I have to, like, he's my brother. I have to pray 30 minutes every day. And then I want to say something that in my beginning of my marriage, I was very immature. That when little thing my husband do to me, I will call the brother, the family, the sister. I'll be talking, explaining, this is what my husband have done. I will call the pastor. Calling the pastor is a good thing. I will explain every problem. One time I wanted to even divorce him. I remember we had this problem that 2 days after our wedding, 4 days after our wedding, because our wedding was very complicated. Many people didn't want the wedding to move, and when we go, it's a lot to fight. That was another topic for another day. So after our wedding, it was like everything just went down. I was sitting in a room with my husband. A call came in, and my husband walked out of that room and take the call outside. I was so angry. I started packing my things. I'm packing. I'm leaving. After I sat on the bed, I said, oh God, so the enemy is a liar. So they prophesied that I will stay with my husband for 1 week and we divorce. So this is going to come the truth. I went on my knees because after our wedding, we went to a church, the VM. That was New Year Eve. And the pastor, I cannot remember, but the pastor's wife was giving a testimony that pastor's wife don't pray again. This pastor's wife walked to her and wanted a divorce. That if we begin to pray for our men, they will tend to be right. So divorce is not an option. Her word was very strong to me. So I knelt and said, oh God, give me the strength, give me the strength. To say that, have I ever wanted to divorce? I have many times. Sometimes I even call. I remember one time, the pastor that wedded us, I even call him. I'm tired of it. Then my husband we're not living together. We live apart for 1 year. That's a distant marriage. That is going to be a whole topic. Distant marriage. Distant marriage. So the pastor Don't divorce him. If you divorce him, you're going to hellfire. Don't do this. And that person really helped me. He took me through counseling. As I said, I was very immature. It took me through many things. But as I get mature, I stopped telling my husband, I stopped calling my husband's family for any little stuff we have. If you are not Bible based, you're not a Christian, you've never been married before, you're not my pastor. I'll go to my pastor. A lady in church who is not married, I don't go to you. A lady who's been divorced, I don't go to you. I don't have any issue about that. That's me personally. I want somebody who have been through fire and came out from that fire and still stand strong. Those were women I'm looking for, and God basically. And so all those moments passed through, the moment of immaturity, when I become stronger, I made up my mind that because that pastor told me once that if I ever think of divorcing my husband, I'm going to hellfire. Have I thought of that? If I thought of that, that struck me a little bit, and I tried that God, let my marriage work in everything I'm going through. I want peace in my marriage. I want my marriage to work, and I begin to pray for my marriage. Marriage is something that I pray for, and God been doing his. We have our own ups and downs. I do pray each time I pray for my husband. And then you have girls that they call them strange women. They will rush after your husband. So if you're planning and preparing, if I catch my husband with a girl, I'm going to divorce him. If I catch my husband with this, those the men, I always say our men need to be prayed for. Even the pastors, no matter what they are prophet, they need to be prayed for the spirit of loss. Christian men need to be prayed for God to give them control, not to sit, because anything can happen and be expecting. And then a friend of mine asked him that if I catch my husband cheating, am I going to divorce my husband? Nope, I won't divorce my husband. I'm not giving my husband the right to go and cheat. Nope, I won't divorce him. That does not mean, some people say, oh, you mean you're giving him passport to go and... I'm not giving him passport to cheat. I'm praying for my husband. But I will not sit there and be waiting. If I catch my husband with a woman, I'm going to divorce my husband. I'm praying for my husband. I want my marriage to work. I don't want divorce in my marriage. So I keep telling God those things. And I keep praying for... We need to pray with young marriages, old marriages. We need to pray for our marriage. I know there's that moment that comes, that aha moment that you feel like living. Many times I felt like living. That was like, I guess after 2 years in my marriage, I start picking up. I ask myself that, why will I not be praying for God to give me the grace? Will I be talking that I want to live there? So I will call the family, some of the people that I'm close to. They'll say, don't leave, don't say like that. So all those, I was very immature. Me and God, if there's too much problem, sometimes you need somebody to counsel you. I go to my pastor, go to my pastor's wife, and we need counseling, and they counsel. So you cannot just be rushing because you want to rush, because you cannot be strong and you meet the person who will give you the wrong advice, and that will destroy your whole marriage and you regret it years to come. So marriage communication is very necessary. Faithfulness is very necessary. I always say, do your part for you to be blessed. To Dr. Charlotte ODURO, hope I'm pronouncing the name rightly. I've never, somebody like me, before I get married, I prepared for marriage. I got married in my 30s. Married in my 30s. I did prepare for marriage. I read books. I listened to preachers. I prayed. I fasted. But I never come across anybody. There's another one called Reverend FUNKE, FELIX, that's Nigeria. She too helped me, like when I listen to him, how to honor your husband. She too, she's deep. And then you have a Reverend Charlotte ODURO. Sorry, Dr. Charlotte ODURO from Ghana. You can take this name and check it out. Dr. Charlotte ODURO. I'm telling you, your marriage will never remain the same. She is deep. She is, I've never seen somebody who is deep like that concerning marriage. In that particular topic, she is very deep. When I listen to her, I say, wow. So I've not been doing anything. I know that Dr. Funke talked about a lot of respect. I know I'm going above the time. She talks about respect. I used to think I give my husband respect. I'm very honorable to my husband. You know me, I want to worship my husband, the girl my husband worked there. I wanted my husband to be that king. So because you know, I read books, I pray to God. I want to be that best wife so far. I've always wished for God, so I try to do my best. But when I listen to Reverend hope I'm pronouncing the name rightly, Reverend Funke Felix, my goodness, her last name I cannot even pronounce it. I don't know. It's a Yoruba name. She's from Nigeria. Then I say that in this there are levels means I'm still beneath. How the way she respect her husband, the way she say she get up every day and bow down and say good morning. She gave one testimony about that she had a contract. She went somewhere and they gave her her first 1 million in a program, and she called the husband. Okay, she didn't use the money. She fly because she was not in the same. I don't know where she was, but she wasn't with the husband. She brought that money and nailed her and said, "My husband, my sweetie, this is the money." That's why I say, God deliver me. Somebody like me, truly, me, my reset. I could actually take the money and do some shopping. Then I just call my husband, they gave me, which is very wrong. So which is very wrong. That I learn a lot for more respect for my husband. I learn respect for my husband. Then Pastor Reverend, sorry, Dr. Charlotte Oduro came with another level. She made me different. There are many things I did in my marriage which I'm not even proud to say them, which were not, they are not right. And from Dr. Charlotte Oduro, I know how to target more. I know how to pray more for my husband. I know how to be a better person. Then my church I fellowship with Pastor Ferdinand Akaya. He has been a great help. Sometimes we have Bible study every Friday. Like when I have issue with my husband, you know, I've not even told the pastor. Then when we go to church, the pastor tackle. It's like he came and peeped in the bedroom, then came back, and that's the Holy Spirit. So he helped our marriage also. I'm proud to say that. Some decision I want to make, but when I go to church, you know, that heart is soft. And that's why I say we need God in our life. We need the word of God to calm us down. Without the word of God, calamity will happen. People will behave like animals. That's why I say your husband have to be God-fearing. So he's not afraid of you, but he's afraid of God. Not to do many things. We need to pray for our men. Our men need prayers. Some people say, why not the women also? Why can the men not pray for the women? Our men, they need us to pray for them. I thanks everyone who end here for today, because it's going to be a long one if I want to talk over and if I want to talk over and over. I will continue next time for the next series. So it has been, if you have any question, any suggestion you want us to talk about, just a comment box behind beneath. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe and like button, and do not forget to share, because women, 21st century women, need to hear this. Christian women, married women, single women that are preparing for marriage, they need to hear this. There's a lot pack up messages for us. Many women,